You've tried using ChatGPT to practice English. You typed something, it replied, you typed something back, and it felt fine. Useful, maybe, but nothing like a real conversation. Nothing that made you feel more confident. So you closed the app and went back to watching videos about English instead of actually speaking it. Here's what nobody told you: you don't have to type. You can speak to ChatGPT out loud in real time. It speaks back, you respond. It's a real live spoken conversation in English on your phone for free right now. Most learners have no idea this exists. And the ones who do haven't realized what it means. You now have a patient, fluent, always available conversation partner who will never judge you, never get tired of you, and never make you feel embarrassed for losing your words. That changes everything about how you should be using this tool. And for the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how. Before we get to the prompts, I need to make sure you actually know how to use voice mode, because everything that follows works better when you're speaking, not typing. Here's how to turn it on. Open ChatGPT on your phone. At the bottom of the chat screen, you will see a small headphone icon or waveform button. Tap it. That's voice mode. ChatGPT will listen, respond out loud, and wait for you to speak again. That's it. You're having a conversation. It works on iOS and Android. Claude and Gemini have versions of this too. Once you've tried it, typing your English practice will feel like running with one leg. Now, I want to be honest with you about what it feels like for the first time. It feels strange, maybe a little embarrassing, even alone. You might freeze, you might mumble, you might speak and then immediately think, was that even a sentence? Good. That feeling, that slight panic when you have to speak and someone is waiting, is exactly what you need to practice, because that is the same feeling you get in a real conversation, in a job interview, on a phone call in English, in a meeting where someone asks you a question and everyone turns to look at you. AI gives you a place to feel that feeling safely over and over until it stops feeling like panic and starts feeling normal. So the rule for this video is simple. Wherever you can, use voice. Use it for conversation prompt. Use it for role play. Use it to answer the vocabulary questions. The prompts work when you type them, but they work far better when you speak them. Before the first prompt, the context block, 30 seconds. And it changes every session you ever have with AI. Every time you open a new AI chat, AI starts fresh. It doesn't remember your level, your language, your goals. Fix this by saving a personal profile in your phone notes and pasting it at the start of every session. It goes like this. And by the way, all the prompts for this lesson are in the video description. I'm, and say your name. My native language is your language. My English level is around B1 or B2. My goal is, for example, speaking confidently at work or not freezing in conversation. My biggest weakness is, for example, I lose my words when I'm nervous, or my grammar breaks down when I speak fast. Keep this in mind throughout our session. Write yours now. Save it, paste it every time. With it, every session is personalized from the first message. Without it, you're talking to a tutor who doesn't know your name. Prompt 1, daily conversation. The version most learners use is, let's have a conversation in English. That works, but it's like going to a gym and wandering around. You'll move, but you won't improve much. Here's the version that actually builds fluency. You say, I want to practice speaking English. Today's topic is, and pick something that happened to me this week, or my job, or a decision I'm thinking about. Ask me one question at a time. Wait for my full response before you continue. Don't move on too fast. After 8 to 10 exchanges, stop and give me feedback on 3 things. Vocabulary I could upgrade, any grammar patterns you noticed, and one phrase that sounded unnatural. Then open voice mode and speak. One question at a time. That's the key instruction. It stops AI from overwhelming you with a list of things to respond to and forces the conversation into a natural rhythm. Question, answer, question, answer. The way real conversation actually works. The debrief at the end is where the learning compounds. Read it carefully. Then, and this is the upgrade most people skip, say, now ask me the same question again. I'll try to use your suggestions this time. That second attempt takes 5 more minutes. It will feel noticeably more fluent than the first because this time you're not guessing, you're refining. That is not repetition. That is deliberate practice. Prompt 2, pronunciation. Most learners assume AI can't help with pronunciation because it's text-based. That assumption is costing them months. Here's what AI can do that most teachers don't have time to. Explain exactly how the sound is made, where your tongue goes, how your breath moves, why your native language creates this specific problem for you. And here's what makes voice mode essential for this one. You can practice the sound out loud immediately. In the same session, AI gives you the explanation and the examples. You produce the sound, and then you keep the conversation going in voice. The prompt goes like this. I'm a, say your nationality, speaker, and I struggle with name the specific sound, for example, the TH sound, or the difference between ship and sheep, or word stress in long words. Please, 1, explain exactly how to produce this sound. 2, tell me the most common mistake speakers of my language make with it. 3, give me 8 minimal pairs to practice, from easiest to hardest. 4, give me 2 natural sentences where this sound appears several times so I can practice saying them out loud. Minimal pairs. Quick explanation if you don't know the term. These are 2 words that are identical except for one sound. Ship and sheep. Think and sink. Bed and bad. Practicing them trains your ear and your mouth simultaneously. It's one of the fastest ways to fix a specific pronunciation problem, and most learners have never done it. The bonus technique, ask AI to write any difficult words phonetically, the way it actually sounds in spoken English. Comfortable, comfortable. Wednesday, Wednesday. Intimidating words become manageable. Pronunciation problems almost always come down to one of 3 things. A sound that doesn't exist in your language, stress in the wrong place, or connected speech. Words blurring together in natural conversation. Tell AI which one. It will know exactly what to do. Prompt 3, vocabulary, but not the way you've been doing it. Most learners ask AI, what does resilient mean? AI explains, they read it, they forget it in 2 days. Reading a definition is not learning a word. Learning a word means being able to produce it spontaneously under pressure in real speech without thinking about it. That takes multiple exposures in context. And it takes you actually using the word. Here's the prompt. I want to deeply learn the word and say your word. Do this in order. 1, Explain what it means when native speakers actually use it, not just a definition. 2. Give me 3 example sentences: 1 professional, 1 casual, 1 emotional. 3. Tell me what's wrong with this sentence I wrote. And then give your own attempt at using the word. 4. Ask me 3 natural questions where this word would be a genuine part of my answer. Wait for my response each time. Step 4 is the most important. And this is where voice mode transforms the exercise. Instead of typing your answers, speak them. When AI asks you a question and you have to answer out loud, using the new word in a full sentence in real time, that is when it goes in. That is the difference between recognizing a word and owning it. The bonus technique: collocations. Ask AI what words most commonly come before or after this word. Learners often know words individually, but don't know how they connect naturally. That disconnect is what makes speech sound foreign, even when the grammar is correct. Practical tip: don't study vocabulary by topic. Study by situation. Say, I have a performance review next week. Give me 10 phrases I should be able to use confidently. That vocabulary has real reason to exist. You'll remember it. Prompt 4, role play. And this one, in voice mode, is genuinely unlike anything else available to a language learner. I want to tell you something quickly here. Years ago, I missed out on a job I really wanted because I didn't speak French well enough. I walked out of that interview thinking it went well. The phone call that came after told me otherwise. I wasn't ready for the language demands of that role. And that moment is a big part of why this channel exists. The reason I bring that up is this: if I had access to what you have right now, a tool that could play the interviewer in English or French or any language as many times as I needed, without judgment, without consequences, my preparation would have been completely different. That's what roleplay in voice mode actually is. You're having a live spoken conversation with an AI that is playing a character: your manager, a job interviewer, a client, a colleague, responding in real time to everything you say. You can't pause. You can't edit. You have to find the words and keep going. That is the closest thing to a real high-stakes English conversation you can create on your own without any consequences. The prompt: I want to practice and name this specific situation. For example, a job interview for a marketing role, or disagreeing with my manager professionally, or explaining a project delay to a client. Play the other person. Be realistic, not easy. Don't hint or simplify your language. My level is B2. Speak one thing at a time and wait for my response. Do not correct me during the conversation. Let it flow naturally. After 6 to 8 exchanges, come out of character and give me feedback on my fluency and hesitation, vocabulary I could have used, and one moment I could have handled more naturally. Then switch to voice mode and do it out loud. The instruction, do not correct me during the conversation, is the one most people forget. Without it, AI interrupts the role play to give grammar notes and the whole thing breaks. Correction comes after, like a real debrief. After the debrief, run the same scenario again immediately. You know what's coming, but you're still speaking in real time. Second attempts are dramatically more fluent than first attempts. It almost feels unfair how quickly this works. The most powerful version of this that almost nobody does: replay a conversation that already happened and went badly. Tell AI, I had a difficult conversation with my manager yesterday. It didn't go well. Here's what happened, and explain it. Now, let's replay it. You be my manager. I want to practice what I should have said. In voice mode, that is not language practice. That is confidence reconstruction. Prompt 5, fluency correction. And specifically, how to make corrections actually stick. The problem, you get corrected, you read it, you understand it, and you make the same mistake 4 days later. That happens because reading a correction is not internalizing one. You need to do something active with it. Here's the prompt. Here is something I said or wrote in English. And paste your text or describe something from a recent conversation. Please, 1, correct any grammar or vocabulary errors, but don't rewrite everything. Mark what's wrong and explain why in simple terms. 2, highlight any phrases that sound unnatural or don't match the tone. 3, after giving me feedback, ask me to say or write the problem sentences again from memory without looking at your corrections. Then check what I produce. Without looking at your corrections, that's the whole point. The act of reconstructing a sentence from memory, even imperfectly, is dramatically more effective for retention than copying the corrected version. It's called the generation effect, and it's one of the most consistent findings in learning science. In voice mode, you can literally speak the corrected sentence out loud from memory, which adds another layer of muscle memory on top of the mental one. 2 more things. Tell AI to prioritize. Say, focus on errors that would sound strange or confusing to a native speaker. Let smaller mistakes pass for now. This keeps the feedback from becoming overwhelming. And the long game technique, after 2 or 3 weeks of daily correction sessions, ask AI, based on the kind of mistakes I've been making, what are my 3 most consistent error patterns? What's the grammar rule behind each one? You'll get a personalized grammar analysis that no classroom has time to give you. 5 mistakes, fast. 1, starting without your context block. AI doesn't know you. Every session is generic. 30 seconds fixes it permanently. 2, staying in text when you could be speaking. Every prompt in this video works when you type. Every single one works better when you speak. Voice mode is not a bonus feature. It is the feature. 3, reading the correction and moving on. Correction without reconstruction is almost the same as no correction. Speak it or write it again from memory every time. 4, practicing what you're already comfortable with. AI is endlessly patient. That means there's no excuse not to go straight to your weakest skill. Use the difficulty. That's where improvement lives. 5, and this is the one that matters most. Using AI to feel productive without actually speaking, saving prompts, making vocabulary lists, reading feedback. That is not practice. Practice is opening voice mode, taking a breath, and speaking when you don't have the words yet. The prompts in this video only work if you use them out loud today, not later this week. 5 prompts. You have them. And now you know something most English learners don't, that you can have real spoken live conversation in English right now for free on your phone anytime you want. That's not a small thing. Use it. These prompts work on their own. but they work even better inside a structured system. A 30-day plan with a personalized prompt library built around your specific level, your goals, and your actual weaknesses. That's what I built inside the English Perfectus AI fluency system. First 7 days are completely free. No credit card, no commitment. Link is below. Your English doesn't change by knowing more prompts. It changes by speaking more, starting today.